Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and I wanted to do a quick EDC update for the month of July 2019. It's been a couple months since I've done an EDC update, but my EDC doesn't really change that much. I tend to stick to the same items throughout my EDC. That is to say, I always carry a knife, I carry a gun, a pair of sunglasses, a flashlight, things like that. Whereas those items specifically might change. Obviously, as a reviewer, as a YouTuber, I test out different items and stuff like that. So I rotate them in and out of my EDC, but I always tend to carry those staple items. So, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys what I'm carrying. This is what I was carrying today. It was a pretty hot day down here in South Florida. So, that's another thing that you need to think about when you, decide what you're going to carry in your EDC. But let me go ahead and start with kind of the boring stuff. I carry an iPhone 10. I haven't upgraded it. I don't feel the need to it. I do a lot of stuff out of here, especially with social media and stuff like that. But I think for the most part, there wasn't that much difference between the 10 and the 10S or the 10R or whatever it is. So I'm waiting to see when the next one comes out. Maybe I'll upgrade to that. But this is the phone that I carry. For the most part, I do a lot of pictures and I do videos on this. And again, social media updates and stuff like that. If you guys aren't following me, you can follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. It's iSpy0099. I tend to keep all my accounts kind of like the same. That way, if you guys are looking for me or something like that, go ahead and check it out. I post a lot of pictures on Instagram, and I kind of tag them onto Facebook and stuff like that also. So if you guys are interested, you can follow me there. So I'll set that to the side here. Let's get the boring stuff out of the way. My wallet. I have reviewed quite a few wallets, and for some reason, I kind of stuck with this one here. This is, I think it's from a company called Digital Armor, if I'm not mistaken. But I like the way that it's patinaed. I like the way that it keeps. It's supposed to be a minimalist wallet, which it is. I do carry quite a few things in it, but it still keeps a really nice thin form factor, which I do like. I like the little kind of Spartan helmet there, and this is a gray leather wallet. So you have the two card out here, and then the ID window in the back. I just have a couple of IDs in there also. And then on the inside, you have your cash in the middle there, and then you have slots on one side for cards, and then slots on the other. So again, it keeps a pretty minimal form factor, which I do like. And out of all the wallets, I kind of tend to go back to this one. I'll rotate some of the ones I review and stuff like that in here, but I tend to keep going back to this one. So that is my wallet. Let's see, my car keys, or my keys, I should say. Very, very minimal. I've noticed that I don't use the stuff on my keys so often where I need to have a bunch of stuff hanging from there. So as you guys can see, I just have three things on here. The key fob to my vehicle, it's this one here. And I know I've gotten some questions regarding a video that I did on my old car, which was a Fiat 500L. I don't have that car anymore. Actually, I needed something bigger, so I went with a larger car. So this is the key fob for that. One of the things that I was looking for when I was looking for a car is I wanted a car that had the push start, so that way I don't have to get the keys out of my pocket every time that I need to go, open the car or start it or anything like that. So that's why I only have this, and that's all I need. I do have a Swiss Army knife Classic. I always have one of these on my keys. I use a lot of the little tools and stuff like that, off and on, but I like having that with me. And then I have a little flashlight here. This is, what's the company called? I forgot what it's called. It's called Coast. I know this is the Ghost, sorry, Ghost 130 Factor. That's the name of the company. I did do a review on this. So the company's called Factor, and this is the Ghost 130. It's something like 5 lumens and then 130 lumens. And then it is USB rechargeable, so I just keep that on here. And those are the three things that I have on my keys. I have an electronic lock on my house key, on my house, so I don't have a house key either. Again, so I don't even need to take my keys out. I just put them in my pocket, and this is what I've added, and it works perfectly. I just went on Amazon and kind of searched for a key dangler, and I bought a couple of these, and basically this just clips onto my pants. I drop it inside of my pocket, and it just stays there the whole day, unless obviously I need one of these two items. And then when I get home, I just take it out because I don't need it to open up the car or the house. So very, very, very minimal as far as my keys there. Obviously, I always have a pair of sunglasses with me. These are the ones that I had today. They just happen to be Oakley's, and this is actually a new one that I picked up recently. This is a fuel cell. in this kind of translucent blue frame. It's a prism lens. So I haven't done a review on this. If you guys want to see a review, let me know below. I know I haven't reviewed Oakleys in a while, so I might end up doing a review on this particular one. But that's the one I was carrying today. Again, it was a bright sunny day outside, which is really nice. I do carry a handkerchief with me. I think it's kind of reminiscent of old-fashioned times and stuff like that, but you don't know how often this comes in handy, especially with kids. Their mouths are always dirty, their hands are always dirty, so it's always good to have something to wipe them off with. So I carry just a regular plain handkerchief. Let's see, besides that, I've showed this in previous videos, the smaller one. So I have two kind of feel-good first aid kits. This is the one that I use when I'm wearing like jeans or pants or something like that, because it is very, very thin, very minimal. It just has a couple Band-Aids, some headache and stomach medication, and a couple alcohol prep pads. Again, this is very minimal, feel-good kind of boo-boo kit. So this is the one that I use when I have jeans or pants or minimal space. So I use that one. But today I was wearing shorts, cargo shorts, so I have this kind of little larger one. And what I did is I repurposed this Gerber Bell Grills survival little bag here. I just like it because it's bright and orange, and it's very, very bright. I can easily see it. But on the inside, it just has pretty much the same thing, just a larger amount. So Band-Aids, different size Band-Aids, alcohol prep pads, some gauze pads, and then some chapstick, and then some headache and stomach medication in these little vials there, these little pill fobs there. So this is the one that I was carrying. Again, I was wearing cargo shorts, so I threw it in the in one of the cargos of the shorts, and I have that available with me. And if I need it, again, with kids, you always need Band-Aids or other things. So there it is. As far as my flashlights, again, that rotates in and out. This is the one that I've been using as of late. This is the new T1 from ThruNite. Great light. I haven't done a review on this because everybody else that does flashlight reviews has probably already covered it. But if you guys are interested in hearing my thoughts on it, definitely let me know. I actually used it today. We went to the movies and the lights were really, really low, really dim. So I was able to use the magnetic tail cap here because we were sitting right in front of the rail. So I put it on there and lit up the chairs and stuff like that while we got set. Really, really bright. Again, if you guys want to see a review on this, definitely let me know. But it's nice and small and very, very bright. USB rechargeable also. So that's the ThruNite T1. As far as my knife, again, that's another thing that I rotate in and out. This is the one that I have been carrying. I recently reviewed it. This is from Kubi Knives. This is the Aries, I believe that was called. D2 steel. I really, really love the feel of this knife. And especially for the price point, you're getting a really, really awesome knife. So if you guys are interested, I'll leave a link to the video on this knife. But this is the one that I was carrying today. But again, that changes from time to time as I review the knives and stuff like that and roll them in. I wanted to show you guys two items that I'm currently testing because I have been carrying them around as part of my EDC. The first one is this one here. If you guys aren't familiar with this, this is a pen. So I saw reviews on this this style of pen on YouTube. A lot of people started carrying them and stuff like that. So I decided to give them a shot, and I really like them. This is from a company called Polka Pens, and it's basically a small little pen. So this is if you don't want to spend the money on a Fisher Bullet Space Pen or one of those more expensive pens, and this is probably your best bet. This one's obviously yellow, but what it is you just take it out and pop it back into the cap, and it becomes a full-size pen. And then once you're done, you can just put it right back in there and you're good to go. It's very small and very, very lightweight. So if you're definitely into lightweight EDC carry or something like that, I would definitely recommend checking those guys out. Again, haven't done a review. If you guys are interested, I can go ahead and throw a review up on these, and you guys can see what it's all about. And then the other thing is this is actually something that I picked up while I was at Blade Show last month. And it looked interesting. I spoke to the owner of the company, and he let me have a couple of them so I can test them out. And it's this right here. So this is called the Tactic Key. And it's basically, you know how in self-defense classes and stuff like that, they say you should, if you're walking in your car and you don't have anything else on you, you should put your keys in between your hand. That way, if you have to defend yourself, you can go ahead and punch somebody with it. Well, this actually gives you a little bit more room, I guess more comfort. So you just throw it in your hands right there. And then if you have to use your keys for self-defense, you can go ahead and do that. Again, that would probably be as a last resort or something like that, but it'll be a lot easier if you have to defend yourself, maybe punch somebody or something like that with this, because it gives you that kind of flat surface in the back as opposed to the keys themselves just kind of jagging into your hand. And then you can hang it off your keychain right there if you want to. Obviously, as you guys can see, I haven't. I don't like a big bulk on my keychain, so I've just been kind of dropping it in my pocket and, you know, just kind of testing it out on different things, pieces of wood and cardboard and stuff like that, just to get a feel for it. But if you guys want to see a review on that, definitely let me know as well. And then the last item that I normally carry is a firearm. I live in South Florida. I have a permit to carry a firearm, a concealed firearm, so I do, and this is it right here. This is actually a brand new gun, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, you might have seen I posted a picture of this. I am carrying this in a Remora holster. This is actually one of my favorite holsters. This particular one is the one that I used to carry my Glock 42 in, and it just so happens to fit this gun perfectly. As far as the gun goes, this is the the SIG P365. Great little firearm. This is a subcompact firearm, 9mm, 10 rounds. Let me go ahead and check the mag. It is a full mag there, but there is no rounds in the chamber there. So it's clear, but I was thinking about picking up this firearm, and I was kind of on the fence on it. I had a 42. I probably said, you know, maybe I'll go with a 43 or something like that. But then I saw this, and I don't really like the ergonomics on the 43X. I know that one has 10 rounds also, but I really like the ergos on this one here, and it's also 10 rounds of 9mm, which is perfect. So picked it up, and I've been carrying it ever since. Really nice firearm. So that is my EDC firearm. And again, this is the 10-round mag that goes with the gun. This one's the one that comes with the little pinky extension. It also comes with a flush mag, and they do sell 12 rounds. And now actually they started carrying a 15-round mag for it also. So if you guys are looking for a small, really easy to conceal, lightweight firearm, I definitely would recommend the P365. As I mentioned with some of the other items, if you guys are interested in seeing a review, definitely let me know. I'm not a big firearm reviewer, but I'll definitely give you guys my opinion. So there it is. That is a look at my EDC. Again, we're in July 2019. This is what I was carrying. Obviously, some of the items I don't always carry. So like these two I'm testing out. And then with the Feel Good Kids here, I carry one or the other depending on what I'm wearing. But that is pretty much it. So there it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.